Hello, I'm Finis Jhung. Welcome to the 10-minute stretch break. I'm pleased to have today as our demonstrator, Melissa Elstein. Okay, our first exercise is swing and sway, and that's what you're going to do slowly and naturally. So you're standing with your feet comfortably apart, and try to keep your erect posture, right? You're stretching up, and let's have a little control in here. So we're just going to begin making circles, back, and as we do that, I feel like I'm making a figure 8 with my pelvis, and I'm just letting my arms fall around, so I feel like I'm also making circular movements like this. So there are 8 of these, and you're going to go this way and that way, right? You have 4 sets. And then after that, the next half is you're going to take a breath, you're breathing, and you can look up and take the arms, and then you're going to exhale and round with a little plie, and then stand up again, and it will start again. So you're reaching and stretching, up and looking up with it, and then you can just follow your hands round and down and stand and rest. And you want to just be careful too. There's no reason why you have to tighten your legs. So this is a stretch, and I want you to try to basically relax. So that's what we're trying to do, is open up your body and just respond naturally to the music. So why don't you watch now what Melissa does and try it along with her. So you can hear the music, it's slow. So you're just listening to the music, and in a way letting the music tell you what to do. So there's a swing here, this idea of swing. Okay, now you're going to take a breath. And then when your arms go up, if you want to look at your hand up here, and then slowly coming down. Reach, and you can breathe out. And then when you're doing this, you can just breathe naturally. So we don't want you to get tense at all or feel like you have to try to learn a routine. But as you just move along with Melissa, then you'll find your own way through it. Breathe. So I like to think also when I'm moving my arms that I'm moving the air, so it engage a little bit of the muscles. And push. Okay, we're going to start again. And since you're going to do 4 sets of this, you can start to let the movement become bigger. Okay. All right, just follow it around. Good. You can just keep the legs easy. We've got another set. And push. And even here, if you want, you can push the airway. Good. That's it. Good. And then take a breath. And then at the end, you can just relax, just kind of shake it out, just enjoy it. Nice. So let's do the swan. And actually, when I thought of this exercise, I was thinking of the ballet swan leg, with the bird-like arms. So you're going to breathe. Okay, you're sitting, all right? And you want to sit. Don't sit back, right? Sit up, okay? And so you're going to inhale, breathe, stretching up, arms open, okay? And then let's make a circle, and when we do this, we can exhale and we can look down, round, so follow the direction of the circle, all right? Then inhale, and now you're going to start flying, okay? So reaching back, open your chest, stretching across your chest, you can have your ribs, and then you're going to exhale down and rest, all right? So you inhale and open up, and you exhale, circling the arms, right? Then you inhale, and this is push again, right? Push, and reach, back, even through your fingers, and then down, right? Now we're going to do the neck, the head. So we're going to bend this way, and let's just so you feel like you're dancing a little bit, and circle the arm, right? Then over the head, and then, gently stretching your neck. So just leave this down, okay? And you're still sitting up, all right? Then drop that. Then let's go this way. So just circle again, motion, right? Motion, which will stretch your body and over. And then again, just, gently relaxing, relaxing. Let this separate here, like that. And then you'll repeat that again. The head, and then rest. And then you'll start from the beginning, all right? Okay, let's look at Melissa. And now here's your music. You're sitting up. And you're opening. And circles. Okay, now you're going to fly. The wings like the swan. All right. And rest. Good. Just following through naturally. With your head and arm, your eyes. Now open the chest, open the shoulders, stretch. Okay, now we're going to do the neck. That's a nice, easy stretch. And if you just keep moving in time with the music, it's good for your coordination. And you still want to be sitting up, though. Try not to slouch. Because that's also stretching your back when you sit up. Okay, let's start again. Open. So you have this nice music to play with. So you want to feel like you're dancing with your arms. Breathing out. You can even open your ribs. You can arch the back. Okay. So you feel that circle you're making. It's like you start a circle of energy here, all right? All right. That's it. That looks good. Okay, let's reach and twist. So we're going to take a breath and stretch them. And again, when we do something like this, you'll have more stretch if you really make your fingers taut, like you're trying to poke your fingers through the ceiling. All right, then keep the stomach in and let's twist. Okay, as far as you can, without moving your legs or your hips, and then let's twist the other way. And all the while, I'm still, trying to push through the ceiling here. All right, and you come to the middle, and then just slowly recover. Right, and then we'll take it again. So stretching up, stretching up, stretching up, and then you could exhale while you do this, and then you could inhale. It goes a little bit slower, while you do this, and then exhale and recover. Right, so now we're going to get a stretch for the back. So if Melissa stands sideways, so what I want you to see that you're going to be bending slowly forward. So as you can see what Melissa's doing, so she's letting her back sag in a way, so you get a nice stretch to your lower back, right? And then slowly drop your head, and then you're going to come up to the standing position again, and then we'll do that again. So slowly just ease your way down, you put your hands against your legs so you don't lose your balance. Right, and try to really, stick out your bottom, right? Arch the back, keep the chest up, and then drop the head, stretching your neck, the back, and then you're going to come up. And then again, don't be confused by the breathing. If nothing else, you can just breathe naturally. But otherwise, try to take longer breaths as I'll coach you through it. All right? All right, let's have Melissa demonstrate it. As you have nice breathing and stretching music. And up, and push through the ceiling. And you want to keep the stomach tight so you get a good twist. And keep reaching. All right, just follow. And easy. You're going to do it again. So you're standing up. Tight stomach. And you can breathe out. And then if you want, you could inhale here. Try to alternate the breathing. The more you do it, see if you can start to take longer breaths. Okay. Now this is for your back. Good. And you want to feel your arching. So you get a good stretch through your lower back. Keep your chest up and your hip. And stretch your neck. See, and just moving slowly, like Melissa, right? So it just keeps flowing, just keeps flowing. So you can feel that stretch. Okay, now we're going to start again. Remember, you don't need to tighten your legs, right? Just your weights in your feet. But stay tight here, so you get a nice stretch. So you're twisting the spine. Right. Just always listening to the music. Try to feel you're moving with the music. If you keep your hands here, it'll help you to keep your balance. Good. So feel the stretch. Now your neck, your shoulders. And you can push, when you want to come up. If you always just push down into the floor, you'll come up. Good. And here, up. And it's long, 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 long. Just easy, good, just let it go, nice, that's the way. Okay, now you're going to sit on the floor and stretch. So first we want to open you into an open split. Now, first of all, when assuming this position, because probably a lot of you are not as flexible as Melissa, so you have an option that maybe when you're sitting, you may either need to sit on a blanket like that, so that when you're doing this, you don't crunch into your pelvis, you can sit up. And also, because you'll be going to be bending over your leg, then you might want to place some pillows like this under your knee so that you're more comfortable. So again, in all of this stretching, you mustn't force yourself into it. We're not trying to force you into positions. We're trying to let you assume, work through various movements which have positions. But it's not the end goal to be in a position, all right? The end goal is for you to stretch yourself without hurting yourself. All right, so then if we take the pillows away, the props away, because you can always have this, and Melissa can just sit on the floor like this. So you're going to begin in an open split, all right? And now slowly, because we want to stretch, of course, your hamstrings, right? So you're going to bend toward that foot, and either I want you to actually reach for the toes and flex that, but if that's difficult, you can just keep your hand like that. And then placing this hand here, I'm thinking that if you could start to bend and round, so you feel a stretch here in your back, and from your hip to your waist, okay, as well as your hamstring. And you can just kind of pulse that slowly, gently, all right? So you have that, then you're going to come up, and then you'd be going the other way. And again, when you do all of this, just do everything slowly and smoothly, right? You don't have to try to force into anything. So you should feel that you get a nice stretch here through your back and your shoulder, and your legs feel very long, and you're flexing out, okay? Then the next time when you do it, you could put this hand on the floor, right? So again, we want to try to go as far as we can to the left, and let's try to keep that foot flexed. So you're really stretching the hamstring. And again, with here, even if you can let your head drop. But again, not to strain. I don't want you to feel like you're forcing or straining or uncomfortable. It should feel good, okay? All right, then you're going to come up, and then slowly we do the other way. So that is the idea, that however you're stretching, it should be something that feels good to you, that's opening up your body and that you enjoy. All right, so this is the first half of this stretch. Now the next is that you're going to turn into a different position. So we call this with both knees bent, sitting up, and you're going to face this direction. Okay, now you're going to put the hands forward, and you're going to start to slide down to the floor. And the idea with this stretch is that when you do this, if you can start to inch this foot back, so this will stretch your psoas muscle through your hip and your thigh, as well as, of course, it's stretching your back. You know, you can continue to walk your hands forward, but the more you can inch back this way, this is something you don't do all the time, right? Okay, then you would come up slowly again. So always recover in the neutral position, okay? And then take your time, and then switch the direction. So first, get your balance this way, okay? And then you can start to lower your body to the floor. And again, you want to just, you know, let yourself fall into the floor. Then see if you can start to inch that foot back, because that's where you're going to get the stretch for your psoas muscle, for your hip, very important. And reaching, walking, so you're nice and long from your fingers to your toes. Yeah, as much as you can do that, right? And then slowly, you would come up, and then recover, and then we're going to start from the beginning, again with the open split, right? So just do everything slowly, and just breathe naturally. All right, so we'll do it with the music now. Open, sit up. Now you begin reaching, and you want to flex that foot, so the leg is stretched. Now if you can try to bend closer to the floor with your shoulder. Alright, and then come up, and then we're going to go to the other side. So just think of slide, just slowly, just dropping, melting into the floor over your leg. And remember, if it's hard for you to touch your foot, you can just put your foot on your hand on your ankle. Okay? Let's do it again. Now this time, let's put that hand on the floor. More. Good. And just let it go. And then one thing you don't want to do is bounce. That's why this music is slow and quiet. So I want you to try to move and stretch, just like the music. Okay, now you come up. Okay, now you're going to change it to an attitude, bending the knees. So first, get your direction this way. Okay, now you're going to start to slide down, and you're going to lean on your arms. All right. Okay. Okay, now maybe you can add a twist here. And twist. All right. Good. And rest it. Then you're going to recover your neutral position. Good. And continue. Let's go the other way. Good. And down to the floor. So again, just take your time. And twist. Okay, now you're going to come up. Now we're going to begin from the beginning with the open split again. By now, you're getting a little more used to the stretching. So go ahead and just, go as far as you can. Come up. And do try to keep pushing through your heels. Send the energy out. So you're stretching your leg muscles. And your breathing can be natural. And once again. And moving slowly to quiet music is good. do the twisting. Now in this position, if you can start to inch that foot behind you, that'll increase the stretch of your thigh and your psoas muscle to your hip. So you try to lengthen from your toes to your fingertips. See everything in slow motion. And you feel like all the air is going out. So there's lots of air in your joints. Your muscles feel loose. Just take your time. Just keep everything moving slowly.